Morning, Tom. You're sure strutting your stuff this morning. You gotta be pretty careful in the barnyard these days. There's so many walnuts falling off the trees, it's like walking on marbles. You have no patience whatsoever. Can't you wait till I'm done? Morning, boys. How you doing? Hey, Fireball. You doing all right, buddy? You got water on your back. How'd you guys do that? Hi, Petey. Hey, Oreo. Oh, man, we got a mess. Oh. Well, looks like the steers have pushed up against this garden hose and broke it. And it has been spraying for a little while because we've got, I don't know if you can tell, that is all muddy. Your face is completely wet, Oreo. You guys have been cooling off in that spray, all of you. I thought you looked guilty the other day. Now I know why. You guys broke the garden hose. Hey guys, I'm Evan. Welcome to Country View Acres. So the steers have obviously rubbed up against this water hydrant right here and they've broken that garden hose. Now in the past we had our water trough right here and we had an electric wire that went around the hydrant to keep them from rubbing on it. Well, now we moved our water trough over here on the concrete pad, so there's nothing keeping the steers from rubbing up against that, and they like to rub on everything. So looks like we're gonna have to fix the garden hose, but we're also gonna have to do something to keep them from being able to rub against that water hydrant. We're gonna have to do something to protect the water hydrant because luckily they just broke the hose. If they would have broke the water hydrant, this would have been a way bigger of a problem. But that is not exactly what I had planned for today, but that's what we're gonna be working on. So what I've decided to do is I'm gonna put 4 posts around the water hydrant to protect it, keep them from rubbing on it. But I'm gonna need the post hole digger, and I need to fix the PTO shaft on the post hole digger. I actually stole it to fix the hay tedder. I've got a brand new shaft. I just need to put it together for the post hole digger, and then we can start drilling those holes. And that's gonna be a muddy job drilling those holes. Well, I guess I'll put the 6-inch auger on. We'll use 4-inch posts. Why? Well, they're cheaper. So I need to go ahead and make the other half of this PTO shaft. So it needs to be the same length, 36 inches long. So this is a European style shaft. You can see it's triangular, but actually one side is flat. This one is flat. These are pointed, the other two. So first thing we gotta do is we gotta put the yoke on there. Get that lined up. See if we can get that to slide on. I think we're gonna have to hit it on with a hammer. It's a little tight. Man. Just gotta be careful not to misshape these holes the bearings go in. Trying to be somewhat gentle on it. All right, we got the shaft about flush with the end of the yoke. So now the next thing we gotta do is we gotta drill a hole for a roll pin to go in here and lock it in place. So this is an 8mm hole, and the closest we got is 5/16. All right, we'll flip it around to drill the other one. There we go. So now we got a roll pin to hammer in. There we go. So here's the other half of that U-joint that we got to put on there. So we need to get this cross bearing out of here. Just going to rest it on that jaw. Got that side out. Cross bearings out. Now, I just need to get that piece out of there. Well, I put a hole right through it. I guess we're gonna go the other direction. And it shattered. Well, this job's getting funner and funner. We left the race of that bearing is still in there, basically. That's gonna be fun. She's going. Out. There's our new cross bearing. I went ahead and put a squirt of grease in there just to have some extra. Just to keep all the bearings inside a little better. So I filed the edges around this hole, so hopefully this bearing goes in a little bit easier. I hope. All right, there she goes. Oh, did you see that? Really went in there quick. Got past whatever burr or whatever was there. All right, just gotta put our clip in here, retaining clip. Get it to snap into place. All right, all I gotta do now is just get the other side put on. And hopefully, since this is brand new, this will go on a lot easier. We can hope. All right, I got the U-joint back together on the PTO shaft. I got the guard back on it. And now we just got to bolt this to the post hole digger. So it just gets a shear bolt through here to the gearbox. Gearbox moves really easy. All right, I think we're ready to finally drill some holes in the ground. Well, they're right against the gate, so I'm gonna distract them with food. Parked a little too close. Oh, look at that. It's just drilling really easy. Not even going fast. So come back out. That is going to be a sloppy, muddy hole. There we go. We're at least 3 foot, over 3 foot deep there. We'll get this first post in the ground and then we'll base the rest of them off of this one. Fairly good. Oh, boot's stuck. I'm going to adjust these arms, try to get this tilted correctly so it's nice and plumb. Man, that is just drilling like butter. Like that's as slow as the tractor can go. I'm at idle. Boy, it's just not quite as deep as the other one. So I got the first 2 posts in. They're actually nice and plumb. My water hydrant is leaning a little bit. I know some people are probably going to wonder, where's the water line to make sure we don't hit it? Well, you can see exactly where the water line was, or is. It's about 4 feet in the ground, and it's right there. You can see the old trench that we dug to come over to the water hydrant, and you can probably see the other trench. You see that? That's the main water line as it heads over to the bank barn, and then it goes over to our house. But we teed off here, went across to this water hydrant, so if we go on each side of it, we shouldn't hit the water line. Oh, see if I can mark this out. Man, this is sloppy. My boot almost came off. Well, if one of them was going to hit the water line, it would have been this one, I think. They're harvesting the cornfield up front. All right, we got all 4 posts in the ground. I think they look pretty good. So we're not finished just yet. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put some cross braces across here and tie all 4 of them together and help make them strong and work as one unit. So in case the steers try to brush up against it, that they're actually having to push on all 4 posts. It's just gonna make it stronger. It'll also help keep them away from trying to rub their head on the top of the hydrant. Give you an idea how muddy this was. Here's my boots. I mean, that's pretty bad. So I've got some 1/2-inch lag screws, pretty good size. course, I'm just eyeballing this, so it's probably not perfect. Now, if you could just hand me tools, this would work out a lot better. All right, we got our little fence built around the water hydrant. This is to keep the steers from rubbing on it. Now, I know they can still get their head in there, but this will keep them from rubbing their bodies against it. And we put this in lower so we can still reach in here and operate the handle, turn it on and off. And I think that's gonna at least keep them from rubbing their bodies on the water hydrant. So it's looking fairly good. I eyeballed these at the end. I didn't use a level, but it looks funny because these are sticking up. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut those off, try to make it look nice and even. Then I think it'll look better. Well, I think that looks better. I did cut that one a little crooked, but a little more pleasing to the eye. So, not the job I wanted to do today, but it needed to be done. So when I got up today, my main plan was to end up over at the firewood shed. I had a few things that I wanted to fix and some things I wanted to do, but then after that, I was hoping to get to the firewood shed. There was some stuff I wanted to clean up over there. I wanted to get the log splitter started up for the first time, maybe split a little bit of wood, but we never got over there. So when we were doing some of the chores this morning, we noticed that the steers had broken that garden hose, and that changed all my plans for the day. So I knew that this probably needed to be fixed. And to fix this, I had to fix the post hole digger first. I mean, that's just kind of seems to be the way things go around here. Every time I need to do something, what I need's broken, and I got to fix it first. So just like a typical day, I guess. But it's a good thing they didn't break the water hydrant. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I knew that they could push up against this water hydrant and possibly break it way down in the ground where it attaches to the water line. So I've been wanting to do this ever since we fenced in this area. So I'm glad we got it done. And the post hole digger needed to be fixed anyway. So at least it's ready for another job that I need to do in the barnyard. So not exactly what I had planned to do today, but both are jobs that needed to be done anyway. I mean, they needed to be done. So we got it done and over with. And luckily they didn't break that hydrant. Now the garden hose, that garden hose is actually one of my favorite garden hoses. It's like a really heavy duty rubber. It's actually 3/4 of an inch. Most garden hoses are 5/8. So all the repair kits I have won't fit this hose. I'm gonna have to order one for it because it's just a bigger hose. And I really do like these. It's more of an industrial hose. And I'll get that fixed here eventually. I'll have to get something ordered. But beautiful day out here today. Very windy. The wind has calmed down now, but it was windy, so it may have terrible sound. And the farmer that rents our field, he was harvesting the corn today. So he was going around with his combine. So every few minutes he would come by while I was working out here. So that was a lot of noise as well. So I'm not sure how the video will end up turning out, but it was a beautiful day. So I'm thankful for that. And hopefully I'll get to the firewood here later this week. But it is dusk, the sun is down, and we got to put the livestock up for the night and do our evening chores. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Fireball! Fireball! No! Fireball! Fireball! Hey, don't mess with that. Don't mess with that, buddy. You're gonna cut yourself. You're gonna cut yourself. Yeah. Leave it alone. Fireball. Fireball, you don't want to lick that. Fireball, you don't want to mess with that. You're going to cut your tongue on that chainsaw. Stop it. Hey, you need to listen to me. Okay, don't mess with the chainsaw. Stop it. Stop being cute. Nope, 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 it's not your chainsaw. Stop it. Oh my goodness, you're killing me.